I know the favorites are Dodgers and Braves in the National League. Is any, including those two, is anybody in the National League raising their hand and saying, "Yeah, we'll take on the Phillies in the first round"? Seems like a fair fight.
I don't think anybody wants that smokecracy. Like, I think you're looking at a team that always in the second half, they can just hit that switch. Is like, oh man, we are really good at baseball. And now you have Trea Turner, who you committed $300 million to, realizing that, oh, I'm still really good at baseball. That lineup doing what they did last night to the Angels, I don't think anybody looks at them, even the Braves and the Dodgers, saying, you know what, I want that in a 5-game series, a 7-game series. And for a team that knows what it takes to get to the World Series, who have gone through as much adversity as they have in the last 2 years, they're prepared for these moments. A lot of teams aren't.
Especially with Nola and Wheeler kind of learning what it takes to throw a little bit deeper into the season. Nola had like 4 or 5 straight years where September was a decline. And now last year, and he was increasing, he was improving as September went, and saw what he did in the playoffs. And now this year they went to like a little 6-man rotation. Stuff's falling in line for the Phillies right now here, and it is scary canary for the rest of the National League.
And the fact that they were able to get Bryce Harper back, he's looking like the Bryce Harper that we know. He's been able to play first base, and people haven't really even talked about it, and that's a great thing for the Phillies. Like, if we were talking about Bryce Harper playing first base, and it's like, oh man, Bryce made an error tonight, Bryce made a bad throw. Now you're like, all right, they need to find some solution at first base, but they've been able to make that work. They've been able to, finally see a version of Nick Castellanos that they thought that they would see last year when they signed him. Yeah, I'm seeing a different version of Alec Boehm at the plate than what I've seen in years past. Like, this is a guy that is starting to find that power, and you look at that frame and you always thought, okay, that's a guy that can hit for big time power, and has really started to figure his stroke out. So offensively, I think they have the potential to be one of the deepest lineups in all of baseball. They're showing that with what they did last night. And if that starting rotation continues to pitch like they know how to, right, with what they have in place there, they're going to be in a really, really good spot come into the season.
Yeah, and they've been here before. I mean, telling them they're a wild card team, cool. We did that last year.
And they ain't scared of the Dodgers, Braves. They ain't scared of
No way.
That's the thing.
They have star power. And not all those guys have even clicked yet, and they've done it.
That's the key. They beat the Braves last year, right? They went to the World Series.
They did.
They're like, we can do this.
And Boehm yesterday was cool. I mean, they intentionally walked Harper. He homered earlier in the game. We'll get to the Harper quote later, too, which is incredible. But then Boehm's like, fuck you, 3-run homer. I like it.
He's still
young, too. Words. People forget.